Well, in the early hours this morning, the House barely passed President Trump's sweeping and tax spending bill and tax agenda. It's a big win for the Trump administration after countless of hours of negotiations and meetings with fiscally conservative Republicans. But now it faces its next challenge, the U.S. Senate. WENY Washington correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us from the Hill this evening. Rachel, what are you hearing tonight?
Good evening, Renata. So we know that this has been dubbed the one big, beautiful bill, but some Republican fiscal hawks might describe this as one big headache. Now, we heard some concerns from some of these fiscally conservative Senate Republicans that they believe that this bill will add trillions of dollars more to the national debt. But for the most part, there is strong support from Senate Republicans for this. But, Renata, we do expect additional fights in the Senate over this bill.
After days of negotiations,
the bill is passed.
House Republicans passed the president's domestic agenda by just one vote.
Generational, truly nation-shaping legislation.
The GOP tax scam represents an assault on the economy, an assault on health care, an assault on nutritional assistance, an assault on tax fairness, and an assault on fiscal responsibility.
Here's a brief rundown of the bill. The legislation would make the 2017 tax cuts permanent, claw back clean energy tax credits, moves forward with a temporary $500 increase in the child tax credit through 2028, increase leasing of public lands for drilling, mining, and logging, bolsters border security and immigration enforcement, and sends more money to the military. It also makes major changes to reduce the cost of Medicaid, which helps lower-income people. Now, to win over some House Republican hardliners, they enacted a strict work requirement for childless adults without disabilities to be eligible. The legislation also scales back SNAP, which helps millions of low-income people with food assistance, and makes additional changes for work requirements to receive benefits. But this bill faces its next big challenge: Senate Republicans. Some Senate Republicans are more wary of the massive spending cuts House Republicans made. Others say they won't support the House's bill without debt ceiling adjustments.
I've told them I can support the package if they separate the debt ceiling off and have a separate vote on that. I want nothing to do with that. I didn't vote for the spending, I didn't vote for the debt, and I'm not voting to make it easier on people who want bigger government.
And Renata, if the Senate makes some changes to this legislation, it could potentially cause some challenges for the Speaker of the House when it gets sent back over to the House. We already know that some fiscally conservative House Republicans are already telling Senate Republicans to not touch a thing in this bill, which is very unlikely. Reporting live for WENY News, I'm Rachel Knapp. Renata, back to you.